Guten Morgen auf Deutschland.
Or good morning, as you say, at the English-spoken lands, countries. Hello. We are just take off in our fantastic Tesla.
How no? Where am I going here? I'm confused.
You have only one road to go.
Yes. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Electric Norwegian. We are now leaving Hamburg and the area surrounded. We're going home again. It's now Sunday. We left town on Friday. So we have
Thursday.
Yes. Anyways, we had a few days, a few wonderful days. The first day we came down pretty late. There was this Greek restaurant, basically just around the corner from the house we rented. So wonderful food, very nice people. We were there every night eating different things. So last night they were clearly recognizing us. You were very, very, very coming around with the bottle of ouzo. A bit too much of it, but there you have it. And yeah, a wonderful place, very good food.
The service last night was the best, I think. They had the fun at work.
If you arrive by wheelchair, the local train station at not
Hitfeld?
Hitfeld is not accessible friendly, so you have to take the bus or drive to Hamburg, and then you can take the train from there into Hamburg. It's about half an hour, 40 minutes, possibly.
With the bus you take, there is a bus from Hamburg to Hamburg, but and it takes around 20-25 minutes approximately.
Yeah, and then the train ride from Hamburg into Hamburg takes
20 minutes.
Another 20 minutes, so it's about 40 minutes, but it's okay. It's
But if you have some, can also drive down to Hamburg. There's a very central parking garage right by the.
Yeah, it's connected to the train station, so you just take the lift straight down. Very nice, very convenient. And it's also placed relatively in the city center. Sort of, there's a big supermarket close by, so it's easy to. It's a nice place to and you buy day passes. Now we're in the right direction. We're facing a small difficulty because I missed an off ramp. Right, like we were saying, transport between if you use Hitfeld like we done as a base, it's a very nice small. I don't know if it's a small place. I don't really care. It has some walks around there. It's a very nice place. You have a store, nicely conveniently located. You have a apothecary, drugstore stuff, and a bigger store a little bit further closer to the city center.
Yeah, right by, just 5 minutes walk from the apartment, you have the local penny. But downtown, if you can call it that, you also have some more grocery stores. I think you have 2 or 3.
Yeah. So
one at Dika, all there you have the drugstore, you have.
Yeah, you're plenty well stocked up. You also have a local bakery.
2, in fact.
Hamburg is a pretty big city, but it's easily navigated by walking, or you can take the U-Bahn, which takes you. If you learn how to use it, it can take you almost anywhere in the city. Very efficient.
Yeah, both the U-Bahn and the S-Bahn.
Yeah. The combination of just public transport, especially on the rail in Germany and other European cities, are really fabulous. That's why you really don't need a car. It's more hassle to move about in a car.
Yeah.
Just leave the car, go by train, and use your legs. Or
and if
whatever.
you're a group of people, 2 or 3 people traveling, and you don't necessarily have to go in the early mornings, buy this ticket, group ticket that we bought. The 9 a.m. group ticket, You pay 13 euros and you can travel
all day long.
Except for in the morning rush.
Yeah, you can take as much U-Bahn and S-Bahn and train and whatever you want, buses, to your heart's content.
Yeah. For 13 euros for 5 people. So that's a bargain.
So we were walking around. We were at a manga store. It was really good fun. Sadly, we didn't have time to visit it more times. There's several other manga stores in Hamburg as well. And I always wish we had more of those when I grew up, because they were just so cool. We had a few, but they were all in Oslo. Anyways, there's also plenty of churches and historic buildings, and a lot of Hamburg, most of Hamburg actually, was bombed during the terrible, dreadful, awful bombing raids late in the Second World War, 1943 and 44. So most of the city was just decimated. There is this church, the St. Nikolai Church. It's left now as a ruin. It still has what was at the time the tallest church spire in the world. I haven't figured out how tall it is. I'll try and figure it out to put it in text.
Yeah.
It stands there now as a ruin. It's really worth a visit. And of course you have the miniature wonderland.
Yeah. Well, this was the first city holiday we had with the wheelchair.
Yes, it was.
And I have to say, well, it was relatively easy. You had a lot of cobblestone, and my wheelchair is not friendly.
No, but your wheelchair is really made to do that, because you can kind of put it together. So it's more of an indoor chair than an outdoor chair. So it's not got air-filled tires. It's not suspension on it. It's not made to do that.
No.
But how was moving about in general? It was okay.
It was okay. Had some, as I said, the cobblestone. The only issue was the cobblestone.
Yeah, but if you have a proper chair or something,
if I had a proper chair made
with bigger tires
outside,
and stuff, it wouldn't have been an issue.
And so, apart from that, the only issue was other people.
Yeah.
People aren't taking into consideration things, people in wheelchair. They are just doing their own stuff and wandering around in their own little worlds. So, not all people, a lot of people are.
Many people are.
Many people take consideration, are considerate, and so on. But yeah, and that's a funny thing. On Friday when we went into Hamburg the first time, we were waiting for the bus in Hittfeld. This local lady said, "Are you taking the train?" Yes. Well, the train station aren't accessible for wheelchairs. Oh, okay. We drove down. And we took the S-Bahn. And of course we found and went off on one of the only S-Bahn stations in the whole of Hamburg that wasn't accessible for wheelchairs.
That's true.
So in the app you can find this page that tells you about the accessibility of the stations in Hamburg, both the U-Bahn and the S-Bahns and the trains. And there are also this system that tells you if the elevators are broken, if one of the elevators, or if things are okay. What do you think about Hamburg?
That was nice.
Okay.
What do you think of the miniatyrvärlden?
Meh.
What do you mean, meh? You were having...
Manga was better.
You were having fun back there yesterday. Now we're going to Brak to have a breakfast. And charge the car.
Breakfast for both people and the car.
Yeah.
It only had just a little snack at
yeah, there were chargers by the local grocery stores. There were also more chargers further in the city, so it's not really a problem if you come by electric car. It's a bit expensive, but it is what it is. There's also chargers in Hamburg City. I noticed yesterday several of a must with on-street chargers among other things. Don't know how the payment works there. I didn't check, but at least they're there, so they're available.
And if you don't, you can also at one of the shopping center in Hamburg. If you're traveling there are some chargers there, so you can charge the car while you're going into Hamburg.
Yeah.
Thinking about going?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
I'll also put a link into the miniature wonderland and a few other places we've been, or at least consider supposed to doing. Never got around to. We've said several things on this this trip, but never did because of reasons. But how was we've been to the miniature wonderland one time before, many years ago now. It sounds like when you say okay, it's just miniatures of different places in the world. It sounds a bit childish with cars and people and lights and stuff.
It's so funny. And they try to change the exhibition. They try to change it. Electric bus. They try to change it from time to time. So, for instance, we were here 7 years ago or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And since then, they have, for instance, they have a whole new part of the building. They had put up with this South American theme.
Yeah.
And they also had the Monaco.
Yeah.
Monte Carlo.
With the race and everything going on, and the race on TV as well.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's the level of detail everywhere is just astonishing. And it's full of little, what do you call it? You have to look for it.
Yeah.
And there's things down below, and there's a dungeon here, and a dragon going around the castle, and it's just all these tiny little details, all made by hand. And it's all controlled and built and made by a dedicated team of people. It's really, really worth a visit.
Yeah. But I had Wincher with me, and it was too many people.
Yeah, but it was full. It was because it's a long holiday in Germany, because they had a public holiday on Thursday. Yes, so they should have this long weekend. There was a lot of people there this time, but that's how it is. If you come by wheelchair, then
it's over
not
half
degrading anyone, but it is actually what it is. It's not the museum's people's fault. That's not
I know.
there.
So if you have wheelchair, come early or late.
Yeah.
In the day. But some facts about the museum: it has over 500,000 lights and almost 300,000 figures. And they took 1.2 million work hours to complete. And cost 45 million euros.
Oh my god.
So yeah, 13 themes.
Okay, thank you.
And it has the area of models and things are 1,700 square meters.
That's a lot.
Well, there's a lot. And I got to see the beluga takeoff.
Yes, you did.
We didn't
Sadly,
see it.
not a real one.
No.
Now we are nearing the end of Germany. There's no more Germany left. That sounds terrible. No, but we're getting close to the ferry again. Ferry terminal at Putten. Seriously, I've seen that sign now 1,000 times. What is it called?
Puttgarden.
Puttgarden, exactly. I knew there was something like that. We've done 98 kilometers since we left the charger. We've driven fast, as fast as we could, most of the time, apart from some Baustelle here and there. So we still averaged 203 watt hours. Used 89, driven 89 kilometers, used 46 minutes, and had an average of 203 watt hours. It's actually pretty good. The energy graph estimates an average of 203 as well, and it says 175 kilometers left. That will of course go up and down depending on the speed, but closer to 300 kilometers on a high-speed run. I think that's still very impressive. It's 14 degrees outside, so it's not full height of summer either. The whole trip so far has been 909 kilometers and had an average consumption of 171 watt hours.
Well, the trip total has been near 2050.
That's it's been 1,000 kilometers, well over 1,000 kilometers, actually, as you say. Yeah, I forgot the reset the trip a bit late.
So 140 kilometers on top there.
Yeah, so that's about 1,150 kilometers.
1,050.
Yeah, 1,050. So yeah, you know, we're not home yet. We have another 600 kilometers to go.
Thereabout. You can see.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't tell me the entire trip.
It's very funny. Between home and home, it says that we have to go charge.
Yeah.
At the charger that's
past where I live.
Yeah.
Which is a bit silly. So we're gonna be fine. So now we left the high-speed stretches behind. No more go fast zones. Just go to the ferry, and we end up at Køge with 13%. The lowest it said was 5 when I was hammering it pretty quickly, and then it crept down. Now it's been some Baustelle, and now it's just, see here, this kind of roads with an 80 zone. So, but in the mixed driving, or mixed high-speed driving, you still get somewhere between 250 and 270, 80 kilometers, and 2.5-3 hours. I think that's nice. It's okay. Then you can have a stop, toilet break and stuff, and get charged closer to probably 70% before leaving again, and that's okay. This car is so efficient that yeah, you can do these things. Like I said, I'm arguing a bit on threads because, well, we do Tesla, I hate Tesla. Yeah, well, okay, that's fine. You can do that, but find me another car for this money that can do this kind of range and use this little energy. Please do. Good luck doing that, because you can't. It doesn't exist. You've been sleeping most of the time. Apart from that Model Y, which I really had to.
That's wrong.
Really had to stand on the brakes then, because.
Yeah, I needed just to. I didn't sleep much last night. Tonight I have slept, but yeah.
Yeah, you were ill yesterday as well. You had a headache.
Yeah, quite weird.
Yeah.
But that was in fact one plus side with the apartment. It had this covers in front of the windows.
Yeah, the metal.
Metal. And when you took them down, there was complete darkness.
Yeah, the metal safety kind of curtains, kind of what you see on shops and stuff when they close.
Yeah, so it was complete darkness, and that was good yesterday.
That's good. That's good.
In front of us we have a Flixbus. Most likely it will go to Oslo.
Oh, that's a long bus trip.
Yes.
Well, I guess, you know, it works.
It goes 3 or 4 times a day.
What's it, a 10-hour trip or something?
Oh, no, something like that. 10, 11 maybe.
Yeah. 12. Yeah, probably closer to 12, because it's a long trip this one.
Yeah, the longest trip we have with Flixbus in one go.
And the bus doesn't do what I do, like, you know, thunder down the autobahn when you can't do that. It's a bus. It's
Has it?
yeah.
The longest you can go is from Oslo to Prague
Oh
with one bus.
wow.
I think some 27 hours or something.
Actually, I would take the train because it's just more comfortable on the train. It's not as cramped as in a bus. You have more space, and then you have more toilets, and you have just just better. At least in my opinion.
Mardu.
Er han der da? Og klever. Det er faktisk ganske mye der. Jeg tar det tilbake. Now we're leaving. Oh, there's a dry wash while you park. Place. That's nice. There's plenty of chargers. There's Tesla chargers, the Eon chargers, there's Clever's chargers, and there's cinema here. So if you're gonna charge, you better find a very, very short movie. But yeah, it depends on the car.
Maybe I think they have some slow charging because it says that it was charges one floor down.
Yeah, but you can get an old Model S and that charges very slowly, so you can watch the entire movie. Before you have to run away and move the car.
And if you wonder what this place is called, it's called let's try it, Danish. Rødovre.
Yes. Exactly that.
If you sound like you've been choking, it's so correct.
So it's a cinema and shopping center and stuff here. So it was okay.
Lots of restaurants.
Yep.
And
plenty of food. Let's go to food court.
Yeah.
Caspan got some rest. He's struggling with his sleep, and I don't crash either. I don't want a grumpy teenager, so best just leave him alone to chill out. Now we're going to Sweden. We're going to take the ferry again because it's cheaper. I don't really think we'd save that much space on going over the bridge, and the bridge is expensive. Well, the Norwegian currency is crap, so everything is expensive, but the bridge is particularly expensive.
We save around
10, 20
16, 17 euros.
Yeah, something like that.
Taking the ferry. And it's a nice break, but yeah.
So we're gonna be the ferry, I don't know, an hour maybe?
I don't know, 40, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Problemet nå er at han tar oss feil vei. Faen! Vi må ta den til Helsinger først.
They forced this car to get us to the ferry because it's slightly stupid and doesn't include them sometimes. As I said before, I love the Tesla navigation, but sometimes it's...
Faen, vi skulle ha vært der.
Oh, frag. Cow. Can we get out somewhere else?
Ja,
we can just get out the next. It's not a problem.
28.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Nei, vi skal egentlig tilbake igjen, så.
Men her. Nei, det er på der.
Mm.
We can get out somewhere else. It's fine.
Hva er det?
We'll just find somewhere to turn around. I guess we'll be fine. So yeah, then we're going an hour to the ferry, then 5 hours across Sweden, Probably.
4 hours.
Yeah, I was charging 5 hours.
Shit.
What time is it now? It's 4:30. So that means we're gonna be in Halden at around
Between 9 and
That's
10.
a club sport. Yeah, it's gonna be late. Between 9 and 10. Now we're in Sweden. So we have 60%. It's gonna take us to Varberg, hopefully. Well, we have 20% at Varberg, so we can speed on a bit if we want to get there faster. And then we'll need to have some food, because then it's gonna be around 6:30.
Some minutes past 6, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So, we're gonna have some food there anyway. So it's gonna be a longer stop than just a short one. And then we will deliver Caspian and Halden at around quarter to 10. 9:45 in the evening. So it's gonna be pretty late. At least until the rest of us get home. But that's the plan for now. Been a nice journey. Been pretty eventful as always. We have two charge stops. 2 and a bit.
Today?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, 2 and a bit. Well, a short one.
Yeah, the short one in.
That was like what,
Brak?
5 minutes?
Yeah. That was so it just came to. If we had knew there were.
It was just jam full of people. So.
We had charged more in the morning.
Yeah. Before we left.
Yeah.
But hey, that's life something. That was the last supercharger of the day. Well, it was supposed to be the last supercharger of the day. We had some food, and we're gonna have a quick stop simply because, well, we have to go home as well from Halden, and it's faster actually if we thunder down now, have a quick top up because it charges pretty quickly from whatever low state of charge to a higher state of charge than on the top 30%. So actually it's just better if we just have a quick stop.
And the car also wanted to stop the charging while we were eating. So.
Yeah, that was the problem. It just stopped, which is a little bit annoying. Otherwise, then this might not have been necessary. Don't know what happened. Thankfully, Robert noticed it. Oh well, such is life, I guess. So now we're off. Actually, we're still ahead of schedule, even if we had a quick extra stop.
And the detour.
and the detour, because it was supposed to be around 21:45 or thereabouts, 47 or something, and now we were at 21:40. So yeah. Now, no nice thing about having the LED matrix now is that I can run with my high beam on without bothering people very much. Probably someone is a little bit bothered by it, but they dip in and out and try and follow traffic pretty well. It's actually quite fun to see how it works.
At home will be 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30. When did we leave? When did we leave, actually?
Between 10:30 and 9:30
about
and 10.
We used around 11 and a half hours then. Something like that.
No.
I mean,
12.
no. 12.
13 hours.
But we waited more though for the ferries this time. Actually, we had to wait for both of the ferries.
Yes.
We didn't, on the way down, we almost didn't wait for any of them actually.
No. We had half an hour in Puttgarden and 15 minutes in Helsingør.
Yeah. So that explains most of the extra hour. Well, anyways.
And we also had...
Yeah, now we have to go up and deliver him where he actually lives.
Yeah.
Going, that's another 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Because we didn't do that going down, we picked him up not by the wayside, but along the way. So it was like kind of in the direction of travel.
The charging stop with the shopping mall took some extra time because it wasn't by the highway and we had to go into the suburbs.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, that took quite some time, and we got detoured and lost slightly because the car was supposed to take us around, and then it ended up in someone's parking lot. So maybe it's been a road through there once, I don't know, but it isn't anymore. So we had to turn around. But that was actually probably another 15 minutes. But I guess that's part of long distance travel sometimes. You end up in strange places and things happen. 1,600 kilometers so far on the trip.
1,600.
Yeah. Another 1,750 or thereabouts, I think, will be the total by the time we're home, roughly anyway. So that's almost 2,000 kilometers. Almost. We had an average so far of roughly anyway of 172. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cruising mostly on the motorway, after all. It's been some country roads and stuff, but not very much. Some city driving too, of course, but the motorway driving have been so swift that it's kind of cancelled out all the savings we've done other places. So I think sub 200 consumption in total is actually pretty good. Not really very much else to see. It's gonna be dark. So yeah. Do you want to sum up anything?
It's been a nice holiday. The trip has gone well. No big accidents.
And the hard braking for the Model Y on the Autobahn earlier today, which really was slightly worrying.
Yeah, we had one of those on the way down also.
Yeah, we did maybe. I've probably forgot it, but you might be right.
There was no hard braking.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was, but yeah. Most of it's been a bit nice. The weather has been phenomenally good, and we've been lucky mostly with traffic and food.
Traffic has been bad.
No, like I said.
Even in Hamburg, when we drove through Hamburg today,
Yeah.
Because people always complains about the traffic through Hamburg. Oh my God, it's I don't know, how can I avoid the Hamburg? Because Hamburg is a disaster.
Yeah, but it is a disaster. You know that. We've been through that several times. We've been stuck there once.
This summer we didn't have problems either.
We had a nice time. We Kasper got to see got some German manga. Well, it's not German, but it's on the texted in Germany. So yeah, the car is complaining now because it can't see everywhere because the coating on the new cameras are crap. They fog up. They can just dry them off, but the old lenses didn't do that. So this is just I don't know what they've done. They've changed the coating on them, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. They still work. They're just a little bit washed out. So, well, it's been nice. The car's been incredibly efficient as always. It's just so fun. Yeah. I've been busy, so I haven't been able to test as many cars as I wanted to because I had a lot of other things to do. And I'll be busy for the next few weeks as well. But I'll try to create content whenever I can. So I'll see you in the next one, I guess.
Take care, people. Like, subscribe, comment, and like.
Yeah, what he said. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.